This weekend, the GMTK Game Jam for 2023 was on, and I wanted to join it. There was just one problem. I forgot it was on. If you don't know what a game jam is, make game fast. Now the GMTK Game Jam is one of the most popular ones, and I did it last year if you haven't watched that video. I was planning on doing it this year as well, but I kinda, sorta, forgot that it existed. See, I was scrolling through YouTube one morning, as I do, and I suddenly saw a theme announcement, and I went, wait, that's on already? And began to kind of panic. The theme for this year was roles reversed, and, as I always do, I began writing ideas. I eventually settled on a platform where you play as the enemies, which is pretty generic, but I couldn't really think of anything else. So I started a new project and began to code some stuff. So AI is kinda hard to code, and so I scrapped that idea. So I went back to my list of ideas and tried to find one that didn't need any sort of AI. But all of them did, so I tried to think of different ideas. And I thought, and then I thought some more. And then I wanted to go get some food. And then I thought a little bit more. I finally had an idea. I was gonna make golf, but you play as the hole instead. I started another new project and began to code some golf movement. Then I added a camera. How do I add a good camera? And now I have a camera which doesn't work. Okay, so it might have actually been useful if I make it so that the camera can see stuff. Anyway, it's kinda hard to tell what's happening at the moment, so, you know, I decided to add some walls. I also wanted to make the hole move away from your mouse, so I tried that while I was adding the walls, and I broke it. I just broke it entirely. Can't really see it because my mouse is hidden, but just trust me, it doesn't work anymore. Okay, so I fixed it. It broke because I'm stupid. Anyway, then I just spent a little bit of time tweaking a few values to make it feel better to move. I actually remembered that I was trying to add walls, because right now I'm a ghost and I can just go through them. So I did a bit of coding, and now I can bounce off hang on. So I did a bit of coding, and now I can, well, now I can't move at all. Time for a bit of debugging, I guess. Oh, okay. Bye. Why can I only move in one direction? Well, it took longer than expected, but I finally got the walls working. And then I decided to add a little flag on top of the hole. The hole. And then I wanted to add some circles to see where the hole was going, but that didn't really work. So I just scrapped it for now. I wanted the hole to eat stuff and get bigger, so I started by drawing a little rock for it to eat, then coding some more stuff in, and now you can eat stuff. I also realized that I still didn't have a way for the player to beat the level, so I added in a golf ball and some particles that appear when you win. I also made this little test map for me to, well, test stuff in, and then I thought, hey, this was kind of trash, and so I made some art for the game, and now it looks just a little bit better. I also managed to get those aim circles from earlier working, which is surprisingly useful. The particles look kinda weird, so I tried to fix them, but it didn't really work, and that was just one of the many attempts to get them to work. After I did that, I made the first level, and a nice little transition to going between other levels. And then I made 2 more levels, and I definitely didn't need to search up any golf terminology while I made this little display thing on the side, because, you know, I'm smart, I don't need to know that. I just, yep. And then I tried to fix the particles again, but yep, still didn't really work. I woke up the next morning and continued making some more levels, as well as changing some colours around. Some levels looked really bad. I wanted to add some stuff to the background because it looked really empty, but then I realized I wasn't recording for most of it, so just pretend there's some really cool footage of me making some clouds. Somewhere around here, I also decided it would be a good idea to make a list of everything I needed to do, which I for some reason didn't do at the start, but yeah, I did that now. After that, my ears were telling me to add some noises because they were sad and alone, and so I added some sound effects. I don't really know why, but for some reason, my small brain wanted to record all the sound effects myself, and I mean, in my opinion, they don't actually sound too bad. I finally decided to fix the particles now, and yeah, got them working well. Made even more levels after that, but it's kind of hard to level design because I'm not very smart, so I just deleted the ground. At this point, I was running out of time, but there was still a lot that I wanted to do. So I scrapped some ideas, and I was only going to do the ones I really wanted, like a menu. Anyway, next I made a menu, and then it was time for my least favorite thing to do in game development. Music. I really hope editing me did a good job of making that dramatic. Making music is something that I always have and always will hate doing. Mainly because I suck at making it, and it sounds horrible when I do. Still, it was something I wanted to do, and so I spent some time making something so bad it makes me want to... I added it into the game, and then made a mute and unmute button. Of course it's muted by default, because I hate it. And then after that, I added a free cam. If you want to, you can see the whole golf course at once, because it's kind of annoying if you can't. And then I did a few final touches, exported the game, made a page for it, and submitted it to the jam. If you made it this far into the video, then thanks for watching, I guess. There'll be a link to download in the description if my memory's good enough, and yep, bye.